Anyway. Okay, stray cat. I'm gonna go. I need to do something about that dog. Anyway, with my train of thought completely ruined, just having an ability to close off the fort at that level is gonna just be helpful. That's all there is to say. I don't even want to have to get anything else started. Now, something else that I was looking at on the wiki that, okay, I was just looking at the drinks real quick. One of the things that I was looking on at the wiki is noise, and and I'm pretty bad because I'm part of the reason why this rumor exists is because I've literally thought it for my entirety of playing Dwarf Fortress, and it's kind of stuck, and I always talk about it. I mean, I've even talked about it in the tutorials, which have been seen by a lot of people. I don't like to brag, but I mean, my God, I hadn't checked on how many people had viewed those until like the other day, and it's thousands of people. I'm like, oh my God. My voice was so shitty back then. I don't know how to... I probably knew more about the game then than I do now, because I played it a lot during that time. But I mean, that's besides the point. I was like, my mic was so shitty. My recording methods were terrible. Why was I doing this? This is terrible. But no, I mean, even then, and one of the things I talked about in those tutorial videos is noise. And that's where I think a lot of people get the misconception from is... I mean, I know I'm not the only person that talks about it, but I mean, is that noise factor? And regardless of what anybody says, and I've learned this very recently, people have beaten it into me enough that I know that workshops don't make noise. In the newer versions, workshops don't make noise. The only things that make noise are, and I can't remember the full list of it, but one of the things is engraving and smoothing and fighting. Obviously fighting because herpadur. But I mean the engraving and the smoothing. And I feel so bad because I always talk about how, man, don't build your workshops near your bedrooms. It's gonna cause noise and wake your dwarves and they won't sleep. And that's fucking bullshit. I don't know when they changed it. I knew there was a time when it happened. By my beard and by my name is Peter. I knew there was a time when it happened. But I can't really remember it. Like, I can't remember when it changed. Obviously it did at one point. It had to have. But when? I don't know. But you know that when it happened is besides the point. It doesn't. No matter what anybody says, no matter what I say, it doesn't. And I feel bad for perpetrating that misconception, but my God, fuck me, shit, it did. Once upon a time it did. Why is that? Beet seeds. Okay, you know, that's not fucking random as hell. Anyway, we've gotten this area completely dug out. I'm gonna actually smooth. The reason I smooth the walls is just to give our guy. You know what? I don't need to smooth the walls. That probably would not be for the best. Anyway, I'm going to be building some training dummies. I don't know how many I'm going to be building. 3. Probably going to be building a lot of these because I do want I am building this place. We don't have any more buckets. Son of a bitch. I don't think we really need any more barrels, so I'm actually going to have us make some buckets. Buckets? Yeah, buckets. Bucket. Bucket? Bucket. Anyway, I'm going to have them keep making bins because, I mean, we can still throw stuff in bins till nigh on eternity. But until we can get buckets, it seems to be something that we really need for making that shit. Anyway, the next thing I want to do is actually make a decent dining room. And I think how I'm going to do that, I don't know what I'm going to use this floor for. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I might just eventually just block the whole fucking thing off and pretend it never fucking existed. It's terrible. It's a bad design. I don't know why I chose to do that. I might actually just, you know, that wouldn't be too terribly bad. You know, kind of have like, just like build, like do it how I was originally thinking of doing it, and build it like in this space right here. Like even in these little tiny alcoves, I could have a row of tables here, a row of chairs here, and then nothing here. And then, you know, just do it how, like, make it kind of dynamic, make it organic, stuff like that. You know, I think that wouldn't be too bad. I like that idea. Thank you for having that idea, Pan. I'm enjoying that one now. Also going to dig that out too, because I can put statues in that little hole, and that will raise the overall, like, I guess, wealth of the dining room. I don't fucking know, but it'll do something for the to that effect. So dig this out. Just having more space in it will help. The better the dining room is, the more it's worth, really. So we'll just have that right there, and that's going to be the next thing that we dig out, and I'll have a connector to it right here, and here. And on the other side will just be nobles' rooms. And then we'll have a connection to it right here, and here. There we go. It shall be perfect. Perfect. I don't know why this isn't set to be dug out. That's... Oh. Wait. Wait, what? Hold on. I get confused there for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Why is this not made to be dug out? And then I realized, oh, wait. Yeah. That's why. Not bad. So I'm going to have to go over here real quick and set that to be dug out and then set that to be dug out. I think there's another one, but by God, I don't want to stay over here too long. It's just, this flashing just hurts my eyes. Oh my God, I'm not a pussy. I'm sorry. I won't complain. But yeah, so I think if that's going to be the case and we're going to build that there, I am going to keep... How are they doing on this? Completely dug out. Good. And what stone is this? Rapagranite. Any use? None. Okay. Just had to check. So we'll set you to be dumped, and then you to be dumped, and then nothing else here because I don't have anything to do with the caverns just yet. So yeah, anyway, there's gonna be that. I have more buckets made, hopefully. Stray cat had been struck down. No, that's probably the butcher's guy. That's what I'm hoping it is, anyway. By God, that's what I hope it is. But yeah, so this is the next thing that I really, really want the miners to work on. So let's actually go to Dwarf Therapist, read the dwarves real quick. The ones with mining, these top ones, and they all have these. That's why. For some reason that's another thing, as I cannot always remove the settings for that. Like, okay, mining. This guy, Fat Ubidsan. He's obviously got to be one of the dwarves I started with, but I cannot remove... well, he might not be one of them, but he's one of my best miners, because I think my original miners are dead. But that's not the point. The point is, I can't remove his designations. And that's obviously a problem. If I can't remove his designations... what the fuck am I gonna do with him if I need him to do something? Like, if I need him to go do something else, how am I going to get him to do it? See, it's becoming an issue. These little quirks with Dwarf Therapist, while they're really nice, and I just messed up. Hold on. I just realized that I made a boo-boo. You dig that out now. You know what? Dig it out there, and there. I don't know why I set that to be dug out now. C, B, C. The reason I'm doing it like that is because I was actually going to be putting a door right in front of a chair, and that would not be a good idea. That would not be a good idea at all. So we'll have to make an end-of-sight wall right there. See, we won't be able to engrave that later, so it's going to look a little odd, but fuck me. That's the way things end sometimes. And is that guy a kid? That's a dwarven child and he's digging. He's a legendary miner. Hold on, is that Fath? Why is he a legendary miner? I can't change his I cannot change these designations for him. What the fuck? Why is kid one of our miners? Hold on, let's go to squads real quick. Hold on. I want to check something. Stone Dwarf. Do we have kids in our military? Yes, we do. Wait a minute. No, we don't. Never mind. He's not in the military. Okay, hold on. Okay, no. I guess we don't. I don't know. See, I was looking at it now. I was looking at it. It's like maybe the bold names imply that they're kids, and for Fath it does, but for the rest of them it doesn't. What is wrong with my therapist? It's not. It's so fucking random, and I mean random. More like, I don't fucking even know. It probably also stems from the fact that I am playing Genesis. So it is a mod, so therapist isn't gonna work 100%, but it still is. I don't know. It should still work on the basic levels. Wow, we got a shit ton more statues now. I'm gonna have to start placing these motherfuckers. But I mean, I'll actually have room to place them in the dining room here in a minute, though. Actually, speaking on that, this is what I kind of plan to do. Just put tables here, and then chairs right in front of them. And then, yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do with that. But you know, that's gonna be the general idea as far as tables and chairs go. So, anyway, moving on. Don't give a shit about that. Clap your hands, clap your hands. What were we talking about? Kids. Also, our FPS is at 42. That's kind of strange. It's gone down a fair bit from what it once was. Kids, therapists, something like that. The siege is still going on. We are in autumn. Lots of beastmen out there. Yeah, but the therapist, that's what I'm trying to get at. The therapist is obviously not going to work 100% because we are in a modded version of Dwarf Warrior, so things are going to be a little bit different. The dwarves, I'm not surprised. Holy shit. Suspended construction of andesite table. Okay. Well, let's remove them then. Wait a minute, what did I remove? Andesite throne, whatever. I don't care. Anyway. What was I gonna say? I don't even know. It's a modded game for Dwarf. That's all I can say. And because of that, things are gonna be different. And I don't know. Seeing that kid working there is pissing me off because that's not how it should be. I can handle a lot of things in this game. But that's something I did, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he's a kid and he's working in the fort. I'm not usually one to respect child labor laws in Dwarf Fortress, but I mean, this is just weird, okay? I'm sorry. But I actually think I'm going to let these hallways down here, in the dining room, be for levers that'll lead to the stuff above and below ground, so I can actually set, I can set that they can be flipped more quickly. How's that? That's all I can think of to say for that. Anyway, so that they can pull the bridges, and since it's going to be the dining room, the dwarves will be around it more often. They'll be quicker to pull them, I think, than having them above ground and stuff like that. Now in the hospital, I think I will keep those. Because that, I don't think I'm going to have open all the time anyway. That's only going to be open when traders are around. And traders can reach that trading depot by going all the way through the fort anyway. Getting something to drink. That scared me there for a second because I wasn't sure what that was. It's just like, canceled for getting something. Or like, I thought he was getting chased or some shit. But, you know, what do I know?